Then here's the ultras. This is what I'm looking at, and is what is in my price range, and also what would be best suited for my needs. Got a 14-second cycle time, hydraulic wedge, so you can adjust it up and down, and I believe it's a 14 horsepower Vanguard. So pretty nice. 8,000 versus their ultras, which is about 5,000 with a 4-second cycle time, but no hydraulic wedge and no log lift, which you could probably get those added on, I'm sure. And I believe it comes with the same size engine. Yep, 14 horsepower Vanguard. Arrived at the Paul Bunyan Show 2025, and we're here to see all the cool stuff that any lumberman or wood cutting, sawing, chainsawing enthusiast could ever imagine here at one place at the 2025 Paul Bunyan Show, Cambridge, Ohio. Alright folks, here we are at the 2025 Paul Bunyan Show, and this is the highlight of the show for me each year, visiting the man, the myth, the legend, Buckin Billy Ray. He's over there busy with some of his people, but I was just checking out all the gear he has on offer here. This is some very cool stuff, and I plan on picking up a few things to take home for me. And I might as well take something home for the wife and the kids as well. But I'm definitely glad I stopped by here. And these are the folks that man the booth. Got anything to say? Good morning. Good morning. All right. Thanks for doing what you do. We appreciate it. And they're raffling off a bullet axe, wood bullet axe. So I'm definitely going to try to get in on that as well. If you're at the Paul Bunyan Show or heading this way, be sure to stop by Buckin Billy Ray's booth. Go ahead. Go ahead. I can hear it. Alright folks, here we are at Woodland Mills Forestry Equipment. And they've got stump grinders, which I'm not really, I could use, but that's not on my priority list. But I found this guy. It's the Loglander by Woodland Mills. It's the Loglander by Woodland Mills. This particular model is 28-inch, or handles up to 28-inch diameter trees, starting at $11.50. I'm gonna have to find out the exact price, because I could definitely use it. And if you're looking to get into sawmills at the beginner level, here's a potential manufacturer, Hudson. They make some looks like pretty nice manual sawmills, and definitely can accommodate any size timber that you're trying to get sawed up. And different width heads. Then they also go up to this trailer model, which you probably could put a trailer underneath any of these base models. But look at this guy. Yeah. Wonder how wide that is. Let's check it out. 52-inch slab sawmill. Band sawmill. So pretty cool. But that's Hudson Forest Equipment. Come check them out at the Paul Bunyan. And here's a yearly mainstay at the Paul Bunyan Show. And look, YouTube creators welcome. But it's Thistle Maple Farm. Go check out their channel. Nate over there is a great guy, does a great job, and they have a lot of great products.
Morning.
Morning, how y'all doing?
How are you?
Thistle Maple Farm, great channel, and they have fantastic products as well. All right, folks, here we are at the Paul Bunyan Show 2025. Just getting ready for the Lumberjack competition. But look at the fairgrounds here and how full it is with all the wood processing, manufacturing, logging tools and exhibits. If you don't make this show, you're missing out on something. Chainsaw Jenna. They got her moved to a different location, but she made it this year. She's got some pretty cool carvings over here. Go check out her channel, Chainsaw Jenna. Got a nice rig. Some of the booths here along the main walk. Got some cool stuff. Got some big toys over there. Yeah, we need one of those. SVL 97, but here they come out with the 110 or something like that now. What we got going here? Chainsaw on a swivel. Pretty interesting. I need to find some of those chainsaw clamps for out in the wood sharpening. Let's see if these guys have any. Looks like they got all the cool toys for the boys and girls. And they even had what I was looking for. Stunt Vice. So I'm here at the Paul Bunyan 2025 show. I've ran into many content creators and channels that I personally follow. But check out this guy. I ran into Neil.
How's it going?
From DIY Dig Driver. Dig Drive DIY.
That's right. So, good to finally meet you. I see your name in my comments all the time. Thanks for all the great comments.
That's all right. Really appreciate the videos and the content that you put out there, especially the family-oriented content. So
well, I appreciate that. I think
appreciate keeping it clean.
There's a lot of like-minded folks out there that kind of want to sift through the garbage and just be able to watch something with their family. So that's what we try to do.
Yeah. Don't go just for the views. Go for the content, and we appreciate that. So anyway, it was really nice meeting you here, Neil, in person.
Finally meet you too. I appreciate it.
Enjoy the rest of the show. Okay?
All right, you as well.
So anyway, guys, that's why you need to come to the Paul Bunyan Show next year. You meet gentlemen like this and content creators, but you also see all this stuff that's behind me here. Anything that you would need for forestry, logging, and just woodworking, sawmills, chainsaws, all that. I'm heading to the Chainsaw Lumberjack Show next, and I'll share some of that content with you as well. So keep following along, folks. Here again at the Paul Bunyan Show, and I keep running into those great YouTube creators here. And I ran into my buddy CJ, which we've met several times here and a couple other places. But he is, his channel is Mallard5+1, right?
That's right.
+1 for the boy.
Yeah, we had an extra little son, so we had to change it.
What's your channel about?
We have a 50-acre farm here in Ohio, and we work with LS tractors, and we make our own hay. We try to do a little bit of hobby farming, and we grow giant pumpkins.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Yeah.
I was going to mention that if you didn't, because what's this last pumpkin weigh that you had here recently?
That's my new best, 341 pounds, but we want to do a whole lot better than that.
That's a baby pumpkin, right? When you go to the...
When you go the way off, it's one of the smaller ones.
They laugh at you.
Yeah.
Well, to me, that's a huge pumpkin.
Yeah.
But anyway, CJ, it was great to see you here, and appreciate all the content that you create, especially the family-oriented content.
Yep.
And I know you have a young creator there that has put a few YouTube videos out as well, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So, but anyway, best of luck. Enjoy the show, and thanks for stopping by.
Yep, you too, Phil.
Good to see you, man.
You too.
All right, I came by the Timber Ox, looked at the Summit upgrades. Yeah, upgrades. They actually have a log lift now, which is attachable to the end of the Timber Ox, and it's also retrofittable to any units that are already currently out there. So,
hey, welcome back, Phil. How's it going?
All right.
Good to see you again, sir.
Same here.
Yeah.
I just wanted to come back by with good shooting light.
Yeah.
I was here pretty early this morning, but
a nice sunny day here.
Yeah. But I was wanting to see if we could just show this in action.
Sure.
And how it operates manually. So,
yeah.
But if you want to demonstrate it?
Yeah, sure.
But anyway, those that are not familiar with the Summit, it's a brand new machine as of the last couple of years. Last year,
last fall,
I think last year we met and we went through the machine. So check out that video that we put out there last year here at the Paul Bunyan. But beyond that, I always thought it would be nice to have a log lift for those larger logs.
You're not the only one.
And guess what they brought out? Check this out, folks. I'll let Austin.
Yeah. So you're definitely not the only one, and we pride ourselves on taking feedback from our customers and turning that into products, which we've always done with our hand tools, and this is no different. And this is through our partnership with Timberwolf, and it's sort of a new twist on an old design they've been using for a long time. But one of the problems that we had, because this is what's nice about this, is also a little bit of an Achilles heel, is that it's very narrow. You know, it's got a narrow wheel bed to it. So if you were to put a traditional hydraulic lift that would lean out this way, you know, you could risk actually tipping it over, right, if it was going off of there. But because we moved the center of the gravity right here in the center here with this bolt on, we already have the bolt set up for this as an attachment. Because we have that there, that now moves the center of gravity back, and we can now put large logs onto this and not worry about it tipping over. So
makes total sense.
That was the little engineering problem that we had to solve, and I think we did pretty nicely. This is still kind of a prototype. We're going to put another one of these bars on the bottom here. We're going to round this out, make this look a little prettier. But this is the prototype we brought here, and we're also going to powder coat. This is just painted. We're going to powder coat this as well. So I'll show you how it works real quick. So we're calling this the Dandy Lift.
Dandy Lift.
The Dandy Lift, after Matt's son, his 8-year-old son named Dan.
Yeah.
And we were at a show in Vermont, and kind of a slow day, and he walked by and said, "Hey Dad, that's a really cool log splitter. That thing needs a lift though. We can put a log lift on it, right?" We're like, "Yeah." So we're trying to figure that out. So we spent the rest of the show just looking at different ways and come up with some different ideas, and that was kind of the last straw to finally figure out how to make that happen, and so we did. So we named it after Dan. So I figure that's a pretty good name for it. So we use our log ox hauler here, load this on. If you come around, you can see the ratchets. We got 2 sets here. You can either put this right here, or put it right here, depending on how heavy the log is. But as this ratchets back, locks in position at any height. Slide that over. So we can stack that up and you know, put multiple ones on there.
You pointed something out to me I didn't notice earlier, and I thought, you know what, it'd be nice to have a different angled handle.
Yeah.
But you've got the 2 locations down there.
We do, yes.
And I didn't catch that at all.
Exactly. So we have this right here.
Yeah. Along with the Summit, an additional must-have tool here is the log ox.
Yeah, the log is where it all started. I mean, so with this tool right here, what it allows us to do is grab a log round off the ground, and so you grab it off the ground, again, not bending over, just picking it up slightly, swing it up on my splitter. I can holster it and then operate my log splitter and continue to do that without bending over. So whether you've got a log splitter that has a lift or one that doesn't, this is a great tool to have along with that. You can
Absolutely.
You can also certainly use this to drag logs over and load up your splitter lift, and so it's a great tool for that. And
as I was telling you, I just recently started using it in this configuration.
Sure, as a canvas?
Especially, yes.
Yeah.
And it definitely helps with the leverage, and also on my sawmill.
Yeah, it's
rolling logs on the sawmill.
Yeah, especially when you got an elevated deck. You know, it's nice for that.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's a lot better than the long-handled ones.
Exactly.
And I can get just as much leverage or better leverage, actually.
Exactly, because you're able to, and you know what's nice about that too is that it is it's a narrow, because it's made out of hollow frame American steel, it's narrower than most can hooks. So it's easier. You get 2 points of contact here or right here, and it's a lot easier to hold. And to your point, with it being raised up, you're reaching up like this. You can't reach the end of that. If it's a 60-inch can hook, you can't reach it anyway. So having this, you get a lot more leverage off of that for those either a raised portable sawmill or a raised log deck. It's great for that.
Yep, I just saw that. That's a huge improvement when I started using that.
Yeah, I'm glad
versus that long-handled monster. Anyway.
Yeah, and then if you want to use it as a timber jack, you add the base to it too, and you use that for bucking up log rounds.
I've used it that way as well.
Yeah, I've seen it on your channel.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks, Austin.
Hey, thanks, Phil. Appreciate
you guys do great work.
Appreciate you. Thank you. Good.
Lucas Mill. Pretty cool. Look at the slabs you can run. Look at the slabs you can run off of this. Oh, look at that. I've never noticed this particular sawmill. You could just keep running slabs off of that sideways. That's pretty cool. Here's a company called Dyna Products. I really like the color of their equipment. But they have a line of processors, small to big, as well as log splitters, same smaller end, and then they graduate on up to the larger size into the processors. Here's the mainstay of sawmills, Wood Miser, here at the Paul Bunyan 25. They showcase all their different products, LT40, LT35, LT28. Look at that nice piece of lumber on that mill.
There you go. Yeah.
Sure would be nice to have all those hydraulics, but it does come with a price.
Well, once someone comes to
17,552. Seems pretty reasonable to me. Look at this lumber on here.
But I know this was
LT 15 wide. Wow.
Alright. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, you can see where this comes up, catches probably about a 7-inch piece of slab. And you got your LT 15. How much those are? Getting down there, $9,500. LT 15 start. That's your starter sawmill. Definitely has the manual functions.
Yeah, if you give me a call, man.
Price keeps on coming down. $62.31 for the LT start. Now, keep in mind, this does have a 14 horsepower Kohler, and it's got the manual up and down adjustments, which actually don't seem too bad compared to my Max. But the quality of Wood-Mizer is really unsurpassed, in my opinion. We're here at Log Right, and I've got a couple of their tools. And here is the ATV log hauling arch. And I'm thinking that looks like close to 36-inch. Maybe not down there at the base, probably closer to 32. But compared to the Loglander by Wood Mills, this is a little bit more expensive, but it does appear to be very much more heavy duty and robust. This is interesting. Logosol, I think is how you pronounce it. But anyway, look at this huge piece of wood on this sawmill. That is impressive. Well, it looks like it's coming along quite nicely. Look at the timber frame construction. That is very cool. I wish I had that kind of skill. And they sawed it all up on this Woodland Mills sawmill. Here's some of the big boy stuff. Man, these things are huge. It's a Forestry, pick up the tree, or grab onto the tree and cut it and drop it down the ground. Look at that Forestry molt. Impressive. I love these big Forestry tools. Really have no place in our lives for these at this point. Let's go see what they have going on at the chipper arena. Those logs, I'd love to have a few of those for the mill. got to talking to these folks, and the sawmills are made out of Sweden, but sold here and assembled here locally in northeastern Ohio, I believe he said. But this is a manual mill with chainsaws. So, you know, those tend to be somewhat popular. This one's a little bit different. It's actually got a frame to it. You load the log onto it, and then you run your chainsaw down with the frame and pulleys. It's more of a controlled cut and environment. And actually, the cut doesn't look too awfully bad. Pretty impressive. That's with a, I'd say 660. Yep, 661. Well, another year, Paul Bunyan, the 2025 show. Tell you what, coming in on a Friday, this is the slowest Friday that I've actually seen at this particular show. Not to say that it was bad, it was very good. Got to talk to and spend probably some more intimate time with some of the manufacturers and vendors and some of those content creators. So overall, it was a good show. I'm satisfied. But anyway, be back next year. So make sure that you make plans for the 2026 Paul Bunyan Show and be here. So thanks for stopping by Peterson Farms of Nashville, here on location in Cambridge, Ohio at the Paul Bunyan 2025 show. God bless you all till next time. Now look what I got. Yeah, just for me.